Hello, in this video we're going to talk about why buying a home is the biggest investment most people will ever make. And we're going to go over some numbers here. First of all, I'd like to start off with a little story about my first home. When I bought my first home, I was a realtor for a year, and then I got in the mortgage business, so I understood why it was important to own a home. But at the time, I was renting this really cool home on a private lake. I had my boat out back, a friend's ski boat out back, a couple windsurfers, had lots of friends on the lake. We did a lot of water skiing, windsurfing. It was really the ultimate place. I just absolutely loved living there. By the way, this isn't the place, but just using this as an example, it was a really neat place to live in. And a realtor friend of mine, I knew I needed to buy something, so I told a realtor friend of mine, I said, look around, see what you can find. It's a good deal on a lake. I definitely wanted to live on a lake, and I wanted to buy something below market value. So I had her look around, and one day she came to me and said, Kirk, I found the perfect property for you. So went and took a look at it, and this is it. Well, actually, this is not exactly it, but to give you an example, this is just for fun here. My first home was, when I first drove up, I said, oh my gosh, it was completely overgrown. The trees and the shrubs, and wasn't taken care of. You actually couldn't even see the lake. It was a waterfront property on a half an acre. Couldn't even see the lake from the house. It was that overgrown. But anyway, it was a great deal, so I bought the home. I enjoyed doing work outside, so I did a lot of primarily outside work. Didn't have to do a whole lot to the inside, but I did a lot of landscaping, cutting down trees, wound up with a view of the lake. It wound up being a great property. We had a lot of fun at the property. Wound up getting a couple of roommates to help me pay my mortgage. I was in my early 20s at the time, so most of my mortgage was paid. And I wound up selling that house in a couple of years. And I bought the house with my VA eligibility, put no money down, had the seller pay closing costs, and I actually walked away with a few $100s in my pocket. So, it was a great investment. Paid, I think, $82,000 for it, and sold it 2 years later for $137,000. So, great profit. And again, this is why buying a home is a great investment. I mean, I went from living in a wonderful home that I absolutely loved, was paying an awful lot for rent, but I was paying someone else's mortgage, and found this home and made a lot of money on it in 2 years. So we're going to talk about why now is a great time to buy a home, and make sure you watch that video, why now is a great time to buy a home, because it talks about the average appreciation in the United States. And from 1940 to 2007, the average appreciation per year on real estate was 5.45%. So this covers a long period of time. When prices go up, prices go down. Right now we're in a market where interest rates are very low and home prices are very low. And that's what this video will tell you, we'll talk about, and show you why now is a great time to buy a home. So real estate is really a great long-term investment. We're going to go over a couple of examples here. And in this example, we're talking about a sales price of $200,000 with 10% down. We're going to use an average annual appreciation of 4%. And this is, a little bit less than the 5.4% since we've seen since 1940. So we want to work a little bit on the low side here. So your investment at 10% down is $20,000. If we take a look at the appreciation per year on a $200,000 home at 4%, you're making $8,000 in appreciation. So that is a 40% return on your investment per year. And if you take a look at the stock market, I don't know anywhere where you're going to get 40% rate of return. And also, the less you put down, the better your return on investment will get. Now let's take a look at the CHAFA program, which is the first-time home buyer program. Same $200,000 home. You can get into a CHAFA home with as little as $1,000 out of pocket. Get the seller to pay closing costs, and we can help you with that process. Again, we have the home appreciation of $4,000. Your return on your investment on this home is now 800%, because you're going to make $8,000. You only put $1,000 down. Now, where else are you going to find a better investment? And on top of that, you're not throwing your money away on rent and allowing your landlord to receive that appreciation. I hope you found this video informative. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please get back to the professional who referred you to this website for more information.